Hello and welcome to the Trello tutorial. I'm going to show you what it can do, how to make workplaces, how to create boards, how to do tasks, all those kind of things. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a yearly board. This is how I do it. You can choose to do it any which way you want. This is how I do the yearly BAS and IAS for, say, 2024, which is the current year that we're in. I'm making it only available to my admin space. And you can pick your background, etc. So when we go in here, we can put in, say, September 2023 BAS. Okay, we can create our client list. Client 1, client 2, client 3. Now, what we can do with this is we can also copy it. So we can make a template as such and copy the list so that we're exactly mimicking this current list. So I can copy the list and I can rename it to December BAS, okay? And I can create the list and it will automatically give those 3 clients to me. So you can add any lists and you can copy them across your board, right? This board. So we have a look at client 1. If there's anything specific that you want to write about them, you can write it in here as the description. If there's any activity that's going on or you want to tag a member, a fellow member in the group, you just use the @ symbol and you can tag that person and then tell them, hey, can you do the reconciliation? Oh, let's try that again with proper typing, shall we? Can you do the reconciliation for the bank accounts, please? Okay, so then once I save that, it will tag me and say, hey, in my little bell notifications up here, if I close that, in my bells, it'll tell me that somebody has mentioned me and I need to have a look. And here it tells me as an overview that, oh, hey, there's a message in there and I need to have a, if I'm not the one that's done the message, then I need to have a look at it. If I am the one that's not done the message and say I'm the staff member and I've done the reconciliation, I can say at Kelly, all done, right? So that we have communication between us to say, hey, it's all done, it's all ready to go. The other thing that I really like about this is that I can create labels. I can create color labels. So this one, green, okay, we can go ready to lodge. Okay, so then I'll just do a few more. So we got, let's see, awaiting paperwork. We can say sent for authorization, right? Or we can say it's lodged, right, with the ATO. You can put as much information or as little information as you like. Now, what we can do is we can go, right, ready to lodge, awaiting paperwork, sent authorization. So, you can have a look at those and you can see them all at a glance, which is why I love this, because I can see there's 2 messages in there that we need to have a look at. I can see that we're awaiting paperwork, we've sent for authorization, or it's ready to lodge. So any of those. And then once it's done, we can either archive it. Okay, so we can archive this particular client. So we can go down the bottom and hit archive. Okay, or we can simply, once it's lodged, we change our labels. We untick those and we go lodged with the ATO to say it's all done and dusted. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And then we simply click and drag and drop. Right, now you can move your completed around wherever you like to make it easier for you to see. Now, when it is lodged and we've changed it to completed, see how it makes a note. Move this card from September 23 BAS, so that way you can keep track September, December, etc., to completed. So we've done it. Okay. Now, another thing you can do is you can have a checklist. So you can have, say, a BAS checklist. Okay. And what you can do is you can say reconcile. You can have it just in general. Reconcile bank accounts. Right. Then we can have balance liabilities in the balance sheet. Okay, so we can try and keep it as simple as possible, because otherwise it gets overwhelming. So what I'll see when I'm looking at this, right, I'll move this back over here. You can see that there's 2 tasks on there that haven't been ticked, right? If I go in there and I tick them, so I go tick, tick, 100% goes green, and it tells me there, go green, we're all good to go. Checklist has been done. Okay, so it makes it really easy to be able to add things in there. You can also, if you want to, you can add an attachment. You can add a date. Say it's due next Thursday. You can add a date. You can set the reminder when you want it due, right? So if you want it due a day before, then you hit save, and it'll give you a little notification in that bell. Okay, when the due date's done and dusted and you've actually completed the task, you can tick it, and it'll show you that that's true and correct. Otherwise, this will come up as it's red if it's overdue. Okay, so that way you know what's overdue and what's current, etc. So it's really handy to have those kind of things. Other things you can do, you can add an incoming email list. Oops. Incoming emails, right? And what you can do is you can use these 3 dots down here, right? You can change the background, you can customize the fields, you can automate and power up, which I'll show you in a minute. You can label, etc. But you can email to board. And what that means is you can get a copy of this email address and copy it into your emails, so you can forward it. Now, I just label them, client 1, Trello, client 2, Trello, so that I know I'm forwarding it in here so that I can deal with it or action whatever the email may be. Okay, another option you've got, if we go back to here, we go client 1. So client 1, as you can see, they're all red, they're all overdue for tasks, whatever the task is. Okay, we're ready for work, we're awaiting paperwork, we're authority sent. So you can do it this way as well. Again, incoming emails. Okay, so you've got all these things that you can do. What you've got to do in progress, what we've completed. You've got a quarterly must-do list. There's all sorts of ways to do this. You don't have to do it in a specific manner. It's got to work for you. I'm an overview person, so I love this overview look. So I can have my spreadsheet for my client manual. I can actually upload it as an attachment here, which is fantastic. And I can have logins if I need it. Now, I don't call it logins. I just call it personal. And then I put in random information. I don't put, if it's for the NAB bank, CBA, anything like that. I just put in random information that nobody else but me will know. Okay, special requests, anything that's out of the ordinary or something that they want you to do that's usually out of scope. You can also put it in there. So what we can look at now is the power-ups. So the power-ups, you have so much option. You can connect it to Office 365 as a dual way calendar. You can give it some analytics and reporting as a power up. Now, most of these are free, so it will allow you to do a lot of things in here. You've got a lot of automation options to auto generate tasks and automatic checklists. And you can also have from your CRM, a 2-way link. You can have custom fields, syncing your cards with other options, such as, as Asana, if you've got Asana. You can Google Sheets, 2-way working, which is wonderful. So as I said, you've got so many things in here that you can use. Repetitive tasks, Zapier is a good one. Card repeater. Again, there's so many options for you to do in automation that you don't, you don't necessarily need to use all of them, but you find a couple that you like and work with them, so there's lots of different integrations when it comes to this system. You can have a Todoist, you can connect it with Todoist and Gmail and all these different wonderful things. So there is a lot of options for you to manage your entire practice from here. You can manage it from OneDrive. You can add, Office file viewer, those kind of things. So you can really allow it to, control your entire practice if you want to. It's got HR and operations, activities, those kind of things as well in there that you can add. So there's a lot of different things that you can do in here. You just have to find the right connections and you're all good. It's even got marketing and social media if you want to create things, automation through there as well. And MailChimp and Litmus and Twitter and all those things. So definitely have a look at it. It's definitely worth a look. You can get the free one and then you can, as you expand, you'll need to go into the paid version, but it's certainly well worth a look. And you can upgrade for different views. So at the moment you can see I can't use my calendar because I'm not I haven't upgraded, right? But the upgrade is not much. It's actually quite a small amount each month. So you can pretty much go, you can change names and all those kind of things. You can go back to your boards. You can see who your members are, or you can have a look through here. As I said, I can't view my calendar because I don't have that ability at the moment with this board. So you can close the board as well. You can print, export and share, copy board, which is great when you're doing the new year. Maybe have a board as a template going forward. You can also make templates if you upgrade. So that's really fantastic options for you. So again, you can say who your members are a part of the board and who's not, so that you're able to edit your workspace. So at the moment it's just me, so that works perfectly for me. Everything is click and drag. It's very simple. Yeah, so anyway, that is Trello for you. If you have any questions whatsoever about it, how it works, or if you need a little bit more customization and you need a little help, let me know. I'm not great with everything, especially when it comes to the automation and the setting up of all those different apps. I don't know most of them, but yeah, I can certainly point you in the right direction to get you at least going. So that's Trello, and I'll do a few more of options of these going forward. Have a great day.